Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Rosalina, uh, Roselore. My goodness, what is wrong with me today? We are going to go and talk to Gaia Molko. I believe we're doing the Spirited Away main story quest. Message from Commander Hulwa, you say? The Sylph Elder has vanished? Worry not, friend. The Wood Whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we will find him. Alrighty. Speak with Buscarron at Buscarron's Druthers. That requires a teleportation out to Quarry Mill. It's the closest we can get. Buscarron's Druthers is actually off to the west of Quarry Mill. Let us go. I know, part of me is kind of terrified that we're doing this way too fast. Druthres House Gimkota Kirail Grand. There are a lot of Grand around, right? And the other guys from S&M, whatever that is. Okay, Buscarron's Druthers. I need my Chigo. We're level 39, Summoner. And I am so completely lost. There we are. Out past the stables. And I'm trying to sprint. This is as fast as this Chigo goes. Wait, is that a Wind Sprite? Now, last time I tried to get something that wasn't in the right area. Well, that's right. We don't have to be close. What am I? I'm a summoner. Alright, so it looks like I'm doing this. I need to call my bunny. I need to smack that Wind Sprite again. Let's see if this counts, because we'll know if we get a call, because it'll come up in our numbers. Yeah, oh my gosh, we can go into an area where we're not going to be murderated. Let's go find another Wind Sprite. We also need to keep a vague eye on our hunting log to see if there's anything in this area that we want to get. Maybe there's more Wind Sprites up here. I know there's a lot of bandits up here. Hello, bunny. It's good to see you again. Oh, there's one. Get that while we're here. We'll, fine. We'll go for this one. We'll light up our bunny. We'll do some unexpected damage. I keep forgetting I've got this stuff over here. Unexpected damage with a potency of 200. So that's not a multi-attack. And neither's that one. But that one is. Alright, I've got to remember not to use that when I don't want to be facing extra foes. So that was too much easier to get than anticipated. Wind Sprite Cores. Kind of good. There's another Wind Sprite. Oh, rightio. Well, it's on, mate. Let's go. Let's go with a Fiery Ifrit. Oh my gosh. That's just a little bit too much fun. Okay. Now, if I remember rightly, yeah, that's a burst attack. So don't use Ruby Burst unless we want to draw attention from everyone around. Oops, and maybe use your 3 if you actually want to use your Ifrit damage. There we go. Alright. So we've now slain our Wind Sprites for the cause. And we can go back to the chapel and give those to Elfleda. In the meantime though, let's go and talk to, well, let's definitely talk to the Chocobo Keep, if only to get the little exclamation mark off our map. There we go. We'll just register our name. There we go. Now that's one less temptation, adventure temptation. It does, however, look like we have a couple of adventure temptations in here. Let's talk to Orfilio. Orfilio wants you to cull the smallmouth Oribon that have been decimating the river fish. Oh, that glint in your eye. You're no stranger to violence, are you? Got a job for a hard lass like you have? Run along to the river east of here and gut me 3 small urban, will you? They've been gobbling down all the fishies what Buscarron serves us for our dinners, and we can't have that now, can we? Come back to me dirtied up with fish guts, and I'll see you treated like a proper Druthers regular. Thanks, Ophelia. Fish guts, I mean, what's to stop me just going and doing that and not killing the mean, nasty fishies? Cloven Hoofed Horrors. Yana at Buscarron's Druthers would have you slay fearsome beasts in her stead. You look like a doughty sort. Perhaps I could trouble you with a task? Recently I shared a flagon with a merchant from Ulda, who regaled me with her tales of dangers from the road. Worst of all, as she had it, was the ferocious beast that night gored her within an elm of her life, just when she thought she'd reached the forest's safe embraces. What manner of beast, you say? You'll not believe this, but it was an antelope. Yes, I doubted mine own ears when I heard the tale, but 'twould seem a most ill-tempered strain of the beast roams the land south of the Druthers of late. You might recognise them by the scars they bear from frenzied battles with man and fellow beast alike. Ah, one last thing. I would give you this freshly made bowl of sparhawk egg soup to aid in your battle. You may chuckle, but the spices contained within are known to sap the strength of these plant-eating beasts. Now go carefully, and don't let those doe eyes lull you into a false sense of security, lest the next ale you down spill freely from the myriad holes in your body. Right, go kill me some antelope would have sufficed. Buscarron. Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub this side of Not here to fill your belly, then? Ah, a hunger for news, is it? Aye, well, there's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it be the elder you seek. Those woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another one blue, most folk will struggle to tell 2 of them apart. If you've the time, mayhap you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know, you might even stumble across this sylph elder yourself. Sure, I can do that. Okay, Druthers House Rules. Well, let's see what Druthers needs. Buscarron could use an adventurer to douse a fight brewing at his establishment. Heh, sure thing. No word on the sylph elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favour for old Buscarron in return? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Tends to do the trick. My patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish, but as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down. No worries, let's go do. Right. What are you staring at? You want to keep them eyes in your face? No, but I do want to douse you with a bucket of cold water. There you go. Nofficus teats, that's cold. What do you mean, no fighting? This Duskwhite scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. That bastard gets to keep his skin, for now. Swear, get enough ale in them and I think they can rule the world. Buscarron, your deed is done. Nicely done, Roselore. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, that bloke who caught the brunt of that outburst is a Duskwhite Elizan. There are people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskwhites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them. And it don't seem right to bar the whole race of people from the Druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? I do. Again, Mr. Buscarron? What do you need this time? The eponymous proprietor at Buscarron's Druthers has need of an able adventurer. I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons, if you aren't disinclined to have a favour of my own to ask you. There's a Chacon friend of mine, you see, name of Tetaroon. Good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the Shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here at my Druthers for a spell like that. got to talking about striking out on his own, he did, but not long after cast his lot with a merchant bound for Noscea. Well, it just so happens I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his, this scarlet earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have forgotten it when he left, so I'd like to see that it gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up, but it might be a friend of mine can, a Rogarden fellow named Bainsing. You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsa Lominsa. He knows everything of the comings and goings of merchants there. Sure thing, I can get that done for you. Right. Alright, I don't need to go beat up wind sprites, but I do need to find some smallmouth orobin at this river. There's one. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Let's get the bunny in on the act. Go Amber Bunny. Alright, that's one orobin. Should we go find ourselves another one, bunny? Pretty sure there's more around here. There we are. Look, there's a whole flock of them. Let's get them. Alright, bunny, seal him up. Let's go for a bit of emerald. Oh my goodness, I forgot that was the most powerful. It looks like we've murderated enough of those. Now, the next thing we've got to do is get some Cloven Hoofed Horrors. We could do the no guts, no glory and report in, but why don't we get these Cloven Hoofed Horrors first? And then we'll go and deliver a few things. It's nice to keep your, what do you call it down? Your quest log down. That looks like... Now, I just want to make sure I've got this soup here. Spicy dish. Alright. Let's, What do you mean it's not in range? I don't want to get any closer to the thing. Alright, let's try this one. Bunny, are you with me, or am I going to have to juice you up again? I'm going to have to juice you up. Right. I'm going to have to watch our health, and I've got to remember which thing to use. I have completely forgotten since last episode. Alright, Ifrit gets a turn. Let's go. Burn it down, Ifrit. I don't know why I can't use it. What? Cannot use while interacting. Oh. I'm not sure I did that right. Oh, I juiced it up? My goodness. No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's very bad. But that's what I needed to do. Okay. It was very good after all. It did die a lot quicker once we threw that stuff on it. Okay. So we need to go and report in with these two quests. Cloven Hoofed Horrors to Liana and Ophelia. I'm thinking that's an I and not an L, because, you know, it's the first letter of her name. Hi Ida, hi Papalimo. What are you doing here, troublemakers? Take care of Emorabin, did ya? Reckon I'll be tucking into a bowl of river trout afore long then. Or a nice bit of pike, perhaps. Oh, Buscarron, you know, he always does right by me, no matter what I might have gotten up to back in the day. So I don't take kindly to them as would make trouble for him, even if they're fish. You seem like a trustworthy sort, and I can see you've got some skills from your work as adventurer. Let's see you put him to work for the old man, eh? Yeah, that looks good. What happens if I compare it? Alright, so we've got, the Iron Sabatons, Gladiator, Marauder, Paladin. Well, I don't want them then, do I? You got anything that, you know, I might be able to use? Cotton dress shoes, goat skin leg guards, Disciple of War. Yeah, okay, no, I think I'll go for the silver pieces then. Of course you have another quest. Affiliate at Buscarron's Druthers seeks an adventurer's aid in dashing a Chakern Hatch plot. Been taking me advice and putting your skills to work at the Druthers, have you? Now that's what I like to see from a strapping young lass. Well, tighten your bootstraps, because I've got another job for you. Was down a pint of Buscarron's finest the other day when I heard that the Chikerna hoarding stashes of poison round these parts. Can't say for sure what they're up to, but it can't be nothing good. What say you take these firepots here and go blow up the whole bleeding lot? Using items on areas. Some key items are used on areas rather than single targets. First, click on the item icon displayed in the duty list. Upon selecting the item, a glowing radius will appear on the ground that can be moved freely with the mouse into the desired position before executing. Okay, and my head has been inconveniently placed for you guys. Let's pop that over there. Rightio. So now I get to explode things. It's gone from killing fish and getting covered in fish guts to blowing things up. I'm not sure that's much of a graduation. Yana? To the adventurers, merchants and labourers that come here to partake in fine ale and fine company, the Druthers is like a second home, even an only home to the more unfortunate. We'd be fools not to avail ourselves of the protection of wood whalers and the gods' quiver, but there lies a special satisfaction in defending one's own home. You've done us all proud today, friend. Thank you. Uh-oh, what else do you have need of? The trees have eyes. Yana seeks an adventurer to gather the offerings necessary for a local custom. This tavern is sheltered by the Shroud, imparting a sense of peace and tranquility to all within. It is for this reason, as much as Buscarron's ale and yarns of adventure, that wayfarers from across the realm find respite at these tables. But the protection of the forest is not to be taken for granted. No, we must respect and honour the trees. Only in doing so will they do the same for us. And so I would ask you to perform a simple task. You are to make an offering to one of the forest's fallen guardians. Not far from here lie the withered remains of a tree ant who perished protecting the forest it so loved. Obtain the umbels of 4 antelope, does, and freshly plucked kedtrap petals, then place them before the tree ant. And once the offering has been made, kneel and bow your head in deference. I can promise you that when you arise, you'll do so with a newfound understanding of the significance of my words. Oh, I'm not sure I like the sound of that, but okay. Oh, Yoann? Not you too. Yoann wants you to check on the researchers surveying the ruins at Isam Ha. She does, huh? Hey, old friend, would you fancy a flagon of ale, or perhaps... Ah, an adventurer. I can scarce believe my fortune. I was just looking for someone who might assist me in checking on the welfare of a couple of regulars. To be precise, I'm looking for an expedition team poking around in the ruins of Isam Ha, due south of here. They usually turn up at the Druthers every few days, covered in dust and hungering for a hot meal, but they've not been in for nigh on a week. Could well be that they're simply occupied with scholarly business, but they'd be running low on supplies by now, and that concerns me. Please pay them a visit at the ruins and see if aught's amiss. You're looking for one by the name of Irielle, by the way. I forget the other one's name. No problems. I can do that for you. So, today's episode, we're going to be adventuring out of Buscarron's Druthers, by the look of it. I think we need to get some doe ambles. Antelope umbles. Or something like that. There's one. Let's irritate it somewhat. Like the bunny. And go with the flow. Alright, that's one pile of antelope umbles. What's that? A wood whaler expeditionary. Oh, well, colour me about to be sidetracked. How can I help you? I'm sorry, but I must insist that you... Oh, an adventurer, and a rather seasoned looking one besides. On the off chance you're not simply here to gawp, perhaps you can lend us a hand. You see, despite the fervent protestations of those Duskwights over there, we cannot permit civilians within the ruins at this time. Capable men and women like you, on the other hand, are more than welcome, that is, if you've got the stones for it. Pray seek out the others stationed at Quarry Mill. They can apprise you of the details. Alright, well, this looks like Irielle. Let's talk to her. Yes, may I help you with something? Ah, Yoann was concerned for our well-being. How positively sweet of her. But as you can see, we're both quite hale and decidedly not deceased. We did, however, encounter certain practical difficulties when a veritable legion of Chigos burst forth from the depths of the pit. Your timing is impeccable, as we have only just succeeded in clambering out. In fact, since you're here, perhaps you might prevent a similar situation by slaughtering a number of the pests, say 5 or so. That should be sufficient to frighten the rest of the brood back to the shadows below. Sure, I can do that. And Rolanday seeks a helping hand in his examination of Issamha. Sure thing. Ah, you're an adventurer, are you not? Tell me, have you any experience in the field of relic hunting? I'm currently attempting to catalogue all of the artifacts in this area, you see, but I'm finding the task rather more time-consuming than I had initially anticipated. I am all but convinced that we stand in what was once Gelmora's residential district. Alas, I have yet to recover a sufficiency of domestic objects to confirm my theory. Should you happen upon any such items while wandering in the area, I'd be most grateful if you would bring them to me. Well, seeing as you asked so nicely, let's see what we can find. Well, that looks like a muddy potsherd. Let's get that. 1. Oh, and there, that looks like an antelope doe. Go get him, Ifrit. What? Oh no, I timed that very badly. Let's try again. 6. And 3. I think I just hit the wrong button too. Oh, whoa. Alright, let's go for that one then. So we might as well get our antelope umbles while we're here. Of course, that's only going to happen if the antelope doesn't get me first. There we go. Nice. Very good, bunny. I see another muddy potsherd. Actually, I see 2. Let's go and get those. And then there are some... Oops. There are some antelopes I need to deal with as well. So we might as well do that on the way. Let's go with a 3 on that one. I don't think that deer likes me at all. Right. I also needed to get some Ked Trap pedals, and I thought I saw one skulking away over this way. We'll go grab him. Oh, hello. You're right there. I see. Oh, wow. And you're not pleased to be smacked in the face with a green bunny. I understand. I'm not sure I would be entirely happy either. But that's okay. I'm sure you don't mind donating your petals. Much. Where'd it go? There it is. They're really hard to see. Beautiful. Alrighty. Let's get this muddy potsherd. I may have gone past a few. And we're also looking for Chigos. Chigos? Evil bug things that suck blood. Chiggers. Is that how you say it? Oh, I've got no idea. Anyway, we're after them too. So far we have found 4 relics. Let's see if we can make it 5. Oh right, actually we should. Look at that. There's one over here. Excellent. And I'm pretty sure we're about to make it 6. Get those strange shadows just as soon as I get this potsherd. Alright. Yes. Alright, let's go the strange shadows while we're here. We don't want to miss them. I think I should probably be ready to target... Oh my gosh, something very unfriendly. Bunny, change color. Let's change targets. Hit it with a 9. Give me some instant. And of course there are more. Man, what was I expecting? Free lunch. Let's go with a 3. And a tab and a 3. And a 7 and a 3. Go get it, bunny. And again. An even bigger Chigo. Oh my gosh. We did it. Alright, that should send the rest of them back to whence they came. Now we just need to grab a couple more muddy potsherds, and we've got this particular potsherd. This particular thing done. Alright, I wonder where the next one is. Is that it over there? Yes. Beautiful. Alright, so we should be able to hand this one in. You'll notice that we're leveling up our summoner quite nicely on our XP from missions, from quests, so that kind of helps. I know, do not accidentally jump down the hole. Something tells me that looks exciting, but sort of excitement we don't want. Back so soon. Are you quite certain you exercise the appropriate amount of care and delicacy in your search? These artifacts are hundreds of years. Oh, never mind. Show me what you found. Here you go. Yes, these are most certainly examples of Galmoran tableware. Judging by the shape and ornamentation, they appear to be cups of the kind once used to serve herbal infusions, or most possibly vegetable broth. Perfect. My work here is far from done, but this discovery brings me one tantalizing step closer to realizing my dream. The restoration of these ruins and their re-establishment as a settlement for the Duskwhite Ellison. Gridanians have long perceived my people as outcasts and brigands, yet if we Duskwhites can return a measure of prosperity to this fallen city, we would no longer need to resort to common theft or banditry in order to make ends meet. Imagine it. But I'm rambling. Thank you for your help. All right. Potion of Strength, Potion of Dex. Let's go with an Elegandron, please. Irielle. My, that was marvellous work, adventurer. Many thanks. Perhaps now we might return to our research in relative peace. Oh, the ruins you can see down there are part of the ancient subterranean city known as Galmora. For Duskwhite Ellison such as ourselves, it represents a valuable and unexpected opportunity to learn more about the settlement where our ancestors once dwelled. Yet, as fascinating as the ruins are, I do believe I have had my fill of the inside of that hole for the time being. At any rate, you can assure Yoann that the two of us, particularly my brother, are quite well, and will soon be along to partake in Buscarron's finest meat and mead. All right, well, they seem pretty happy. Now, we've got our antelope bits and bobs, so I think we need to go over to this tree. If I can remember where it is. We need to go through the... Yeah, I need to go up. Up and around. Where's my Chocobo? Here, birdie. Alrighty, let's go. So basically we're going to run through the little tunnel over here. I know, we can make ourselves useful while we wait for them to find the Elder. We might make a little bit of a trip into Limsa no, that might be right. Oh gosh, we'll get there. A bit of a trip into Limsa to run that errand for Buscarron himself. Alright, I think this is the dead tree that we want here. Yeah, look at that. Let's see if I can get a picture with it. Alrighty. Alright, probably time to get off the Chocobo and make our offering. Place the antelope umbles before the withered tree ant. And then the kedtrap leaves. Place the kedtrap petals before the withered tree ant. Radio. And then kneel. Oh, that's right. Let me just back up a little bit. You kneel before the withered tree ant. And then speak with Iana at Buscarron's Druthers. Alright, we also need to go and destroy the things. Now, we can do that one of two ways. We can actually do that by fighting our way through aggro little beings. I know, aggro walking platypuses. They're not really, but anyway. So we might as well go do that as well. But I think to do that, we might just change into our botanist gear and become invisible to the wildlife and certain enemies. You know, chicken. Oh, little Lullafell. They're so cute. Sophia Vale. Alright, off we go. So basically we're out here looking to go into here, and what I want to do, let me just get off the bird. I don't know if I can do this as a botanist, but normally I wouldn't get this close without being attacked, so far so good. Let us grab our... When it's purple, you're off target. When it's red, you're on target. I know. Make it all go boom. Click on the Stash Saboteur. Left click to make it go boom. And there is one more. So I'm being incredibly lazy. This actually makes my life so much easier than having to fight off all the chickens. It is a little bit harder on your XP, like you don't get as much as you would otherwise, but it does let you get the task done under your own steam and with minimal interference. So, yes, the botanist is allowed to use explosives for a good cause. What were we? We were being a summoner, weren't we? There we go. I know. I don't know what Buscarron thinks about you riding your Chocobo into his establishment. Let's go see Yoen first, actually. Thank you, friend. Buscarron might come off as rough-hewn to strangers, but I tell you, he'd be right devastated were anything to happen to one of his regulars. What's that? Irielle assures me that her brother is in fine fettle as well. Well, I have not the slightest idea of whom she speaks, nor why that would concern me. Huh. What's that? Chigo larvae. This tiny vilekin takes the blood pact with his master very seriously. Use the item to acquire the Chigo larva minion. That is awesome. Alright. So basically, we have ourselves our very own blood-sucking minion. Let's right-click and use it. There we go. That's going to end up in our minion stack over here, which is from character to character, not account-wide. So, I don't see it. Oh, yeah, wait. So now we have our own little Chigo larvae. That's very cute. We're going to put it in a bottle and never let it out. You've placed the offerings I asked? I thank you. The tree you've honoured was not always withered thus. Unable to bear the changes racking the forest in the wake of the calamity, it lost all trace of vibrant life, wasting away into its current haggard appearance. You adventurers may see tree ants as little more than overgrown adversaries, but many of us local folk revere these creatures as guardians of the woods. It's nature's way that we tend to those who once tended to us. Should we forsake our protectors now, then we ourselves will be forsaken when their protection is needed once more. Alright. Is that all, Iena? It does look like it. Well, alright, let's go see how this troublemaker likes the use of his explosives. Did we do it right? Poison stashes are no more, you say? Good lass, your next pint will be on me. Were it my druthers, I'd grab those chicern one by one and string 'em up by their ratty ears. But old man Buscarron won't have none of that. Says each battle we forgo now saves us one down the road. And, to tell the truth, I'm starting to come round to his ways. Alright, nothing more from Orfilio? Rightio. So that is all the quests from Buscarron's druthers, except for one. And I think perhaps we better pay some attention to it. So we need to go to Hawker's Alley in Limsa Lominsa. Let's get going. Alrighty. I have a green arrow up here for some reason. We will be back, so that's fine. I have a feeling this is going to take us on a little bit of a tour of the countryside. Into the Ethernet, grab Hawker's Alley, left click it twice, once to select it, once to activate it, and there's Bainsing. You found your way to Hawker's Alley, friend, huh? A Chikern who worked at the Druthers? Aye, you speak a Tetaroon. Related to Kyokuroon, bloke just over there by some blood or another. Two of them put in together and were making good coin, but old Tetaroon up and left Lominsa not long ago. Couldn't say as to why or where. You're better off asking Kyokuroon himself. He can be tighter-lipped, though, I warn you. Best take this chicken egg with you. Little bastard loves the bloody things. Hey, good to hear old Busk, though. Sounds as though he ain't changed a bit. Just like him to send a venturer along. Too shy to come his own self. Gods, I miss drinking with that fool. Alright, beautiful. Let's go this way. Kyokuroon. Customer be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Kyokuroon busy with busyness. Too busy for blather. Oh, I have a chicken egg for you. Chicken egg. Kyokuroon love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Looking for Tetaroon? Tetaroon no here no more. Tetaroon leave Limsa. Tetaroon go look for sparklies. Now working at trading post. Good trading post. Forget where trading post is. Weinberg no Tetaroon. Weinberg no trading post. Weinberg at ferry docks. You go to ferry docks. Kyokuroon forget things. Weinberg remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not Kyokuroon. I bet you'd change the tune if I had another chicken egg. Ferry docks. Now it is these ferry docks he means, right? Down here. No, wait a minute. No, he means those ferry docks. Oh, fine. We'll go to the Fisherman's Guild Ethernet. Kyokuroon forgets things. He did forget which ferry docks I needed to travel to. Well, let's head on this way. Down to, where'd I say? The Fisherman's Guild. Radio. Alright. Turn around. Bright eyes. Oh, this ferryman. That's one's from Mist. That one's from Faith. I see them a couple of times. Don't know what they're like. They seem happy enough. Tetaroon? Aye, I seen him. That is to say, I saw him. He was headed somewhere up north, by way of the ferry to Aleport. Might as well head there and see what you can suss out. The skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I'd start by asking Aldfoot. He's an old hand what knows a great deal about a great many things. Sure. Speak with Aldfoot in Aleport. Well, okay. Passage to Aleport, please. This ferry's bound for Aleport. Are you riding with us? Yes, I am. Here's your fare. Ferry fare. Thank you. Alrighty. Aldfoot. Tetaroon? I saw him. That is to say, I seen him. He took himself north, through Skull Valley, into Oakwood. Was looking for a place run by his fellow Chikern. I reckon he meant the one right on the shore of Bronze Lake, Memorin's trading post. Follow the road and you're sure to find it. Alright, you've got a mission. A clear, strong light is on the quay, and Aldfoot the sailor is in a mood to yarn. Ahoy, adventurer! My tub sails soon. I have to have me a little something for the journey. The dusk bats are flying. Think yourself lightsome enough to bring me 5 wings? 4 won't do, and 6 is no good, mind you. Welcome you are to keep any surfeit, as long as you know what to do with them. You bring me the wings? Yeah, sure, I'll bring you the wings. Weird request, but okay. Harvest wings from duskbats. Now, duskbats aren't that hard to find. They're kind of up here in the hills. So before we head on out to see Mamaroon or Tetaroon, or one of those runes, we'll go find ourselves some duskbats. We should be relatively okay for not getting attacked by savage little puck hatchlings. Here we go, but duskbats usually lurk out this way. Where is my bunny? I suppose I should summon my bunny. Alright, that was one duskbat. Yep. There's another one over there. I swear they're trying to get me into trouble, right? Two duskbats. Ha ha ha, let's go. Oh, there's a couple more. How many did he want? 4, 5, wasn't it? 4's not enough and 5's too many. I swear, I think my rabbit is on strike. Mind you, I was saying this the other day, and when I looked at the recordings afterwards, I discovered that the rabbit had actually been standing in front of me the entire time, but I think this time it actually, maybe I desummoned it. Alright, now I know I have my bunny with me. I need one more. I know, the little menaces fly around here all the time. That was a leaf. There's one right there. There's a closer one. That's even better. Let's grab that. Okay, excellent. Let's grab our Chigo because that'll still be quicker and we'll just be able to get straight down on a wing and a prayer. Oh gosh, I don't know if it is quicker. Might have been quicker if I just, you know, sprinted occasionally. Alrighty. Oi there, keep your voice down. Nobody's business but ours, is it? You got what I asked for? I do. Here you go. Them's the ones, and that's as pretty a job as I've seen. Know your way around a battle, eh? Well, that's just fine, thank you. Why? We sailors can be superstitious like, you know. Some of the crew might be look at me odd like for carrying back parts. When the wind's done died and the water casks are dried, it's odd one day, overboard the next. What? No superstition about that? The dusk has been my luck since I was a boy. Survived more than 2 weeks once on 3 bats I caught, trapped at the top of an abandoned watchtower. Even ate a wing off one before I made up my mind to climb down the wall. This journey will be sailing past the Isles of Umber, and I can feel the sea honing those reefs. The lights at Pharos Sirius burn dim since the calamity, and I've always found it a mite too much like that old watchtower for comfort. Ain't been that frighted boy for a long time. Ill-used, starved, and more than half mad inching down that sandstone wall on handholds no bigger than a fingertip. But I'll have me 5 bat wings on every journey, just the same as that boy had. Alrighty. Grab that one. Again? Man, we're never getting to Tetaroon this episode, are we? We can try though. The bashful air ill suits a Rogarden, but Aldford has it nevertheless, wearing the sheepishness like an incommodious singlet. Oi, Roselore, it clean slipped my mind the last time, but I've another thing to ask of you. My bearings are lively on the water, but on land, well, I'm what you landlubbers call at sea. Got a letter that needs delivering, and you're the maid for it. I went ashore on some rock on the voyage in, and a faded petticoat comes up to me, says she's got a daughter in Camp Skull Valley what she hasn't seen in years. Had tears in her eyes. Pretty eyes, too, for a woman past her child in years. She must have been a real beauty in her day. Always had a soft spot for tawny eyes, mayhap because the sea is a green-eyed virago and the skies, her sisters, have eyes blue and red and grey and black. Well, this daughter of hers goes by Wiltswish. You take the letter to her? Yeah, I'll do that. It's all good. Where's my Chigo? So basically, what I'm doing is I'm just clearing out the quests in each location as I pass through it. And as I do that, it helps level up my character and gives me a bit of an idea of some of the lore in the background. Also helps me get to know the region a little bit better, which is always handy. Alright, I think... No, I am not joining your fate. Yeah, here we go. Wiltsvis. Greetings, adventurer. They said you were looking for me. They did. I have a letter. A letter from Mama. Haven't heard from her in so long. She never answered my letters. No, stay, for I'll have a reply to send. What the... Oh, the stone-hearted, grasping hag. Wouldn't let me take up so much as a hunk of dried fish when I left the island, and now she wants gill. That succubus. You think me cold? Well, fie on what you think. I want something better than tilling salty fields and spilling small fry out of the nets, and occasionally taking a passing sailor into my bed for more of the same. She'll receive no reply from me. Thank you for your service, and good day to you. Whoa, wow, that was an angry young lady who has a quest for me. Fine. Toxic Avenger. It's a cool and collected Sergeant Wiltsvis who seeks an obliger today, rather than the heart-sore fire eater of the other day. Weapons and armour, in order. Saltpeter, in order. Basic provisions, all in order. Poisons... Oh, the vial's near gone. Adventurer, Roselore, was it? Maybe we can let bygones be bygones. You are skilled at wrangling beasts, I hear, and I have a need of pelican poison. The poison can be readily gathered from pelicans in the area, but I must continue my duties here. Are you so minded to undertake the task? Sure, I can do that for you. I know. Alright, 6 or more levels above this fate. Mantis egg sacs have burst open. I've got 5 minutes to complete it. Oh, you know what? Why don't we just do it? Even if we fail, we'll still get something for it. Let's go. Whoa. One. And we might as well grab this one. I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to kill awfully fast to get them. I'm really not sure we're going to be quick enough. Let's do our best and see how we go. Funny, I could do with you getting riled up in a minute. I know, because we're way above it for level. I know, where have they gone? I've lost my praying mantises. Oh no, no, you, I don't need you right now. Oh fine, if you insist. No? Wow, that red bunny has gone nuts. I thought I had an Ifrit. Alrighty, let's go with a 7. So maybe if I go more this way, I'll find more. But they look like regular... Oh, no, this is where they're coming from. Excellent. Just what I wanted. More bugs. make sure I'm targeting the right thing. That auto target has gotten me into a bit of trouble of late. All right, we got this. Oops. Come get it, little bug. All right. We actually succeeded in that one. That's fantastic. All right, let's finish off with these Rothlight Pelicans then. I think I'm summoning an Ifrit or something similar. Let's go get him. So do I don't know. All right, that's one Rothlight Pelican. Let's go with a 3. I see. That's rather effective, isn't it? So we now have 92 flame seals from our thing. That's going to help us when we start to go for our sergeants. I welcome your return, adventurer. Have you what I asked for? I do. Here you go. Ah, I see you're not stinting in filling the vials. The last adventurer returned with each barely half full and had the cheek to demand full payment. I have had low opinions of adventurers since, but you know of our past with the kobolds, but they're not the foe we fight today. Nay, all our guns are trained on the fishbacks. Such a wee thing, this vial, but this too is a gun, so susceptible to Sarguan out of pelican poison that even the rawest recruit may, with a poison-tipped arrow, find herself a fisher of beastmen. There was a settlement here once, near Hearthstone. Then the primal Leviathan rose, and the Sahagan invaded. Work of generations was undone in a season, and whole families perished. I never knew the Hearthstone settlement, but I believe it to be a home worth fighting for, and so we fight, with steel, fire, and even poison, to reclaim that which is ours. And yet, she has another mission. However, on that note, guys, I am going to bid you adieu. If you've enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe, and I'll check you later. Take care out there.